Shalom, Akiyam, and Akawatayam. I'm going to read Deuteronomy 17 and 1. 17, the whole chapter. I'm going to start at 17 and 1. Excuse me. I'm not an elder or something. I'm a brother with a computer that like the word. Okay. Deuteronomy 17 and 1. Thou shalt not sacrifice unto the Lord thy God any bullock or sheep wherein is blemish or any evil favoredness, for that is an abomination unto the Lord thy God. We can connect that to the Cain and Abel situation. Where Cain offered a sacrifice, he picked this the stuff I don't want. Let me give it to you. You feel what I'm saying? That's that evil favoredness. And the blemish is like it's speckled or something. Like it's not like solid one color, I guess, or like and there's nothing wrong with it. It ain't limp or something. You feel what I'm saying? It's one of the best of your sheep. The best of your sheep. So okay, we understand that. Well, I do. If there be, verse 2. If there be found among you within any of thy gates which the Lord thy God giveth thee, man or woman, that has wrought wickedness in the sight of the Lord thy God, and transgressing his covenant, and has gone and served other gods, and worshipped them, either the sun, or moon, or any of the host of heaven, which I have not commanded, and it be told thee, and thou hast heard of it, and inquired diligently, and behold, it be true, and the thing certain, that such abomination is wrought in Israel, then shalt thou bring forth the man or that woman which have committed that wicked thing unto the gates, even that man or that woman, and shall stone them with stones till they die. So this is somebody who worshiping false gods. You're supposed to bring them outside the city. No, you can't be doing that in here. You feel what I'm saying? Bring them outside of the city. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, we gotta go. You getting arrested, but you getting like expedient judgment. You feel what I'm saying? We going like it ain't no you getting 5 years. You know, you coming out here, throw them out there and stone them, man or woman. So these laws that treat women better in America, if women that's not woman being like a man. This is women being like a man in a sense, because it says woman or man get this stoning for worshiping a false god. Now, Jesus is a false god. Yahweh is a false god. Jehovah is a false god. Allah is a false god. Buddha is a false god. Hinduism that's a lot of false gods. It's false gods everywhere. You feel what I'm saying? There's only one true God, Ahaya. There's only one true God, Ahaya. He answered your prayer now. He answered your prayers now. There's one true God. Hold on. Okay, let's get back to the scripts. And stone people who worship false gods. Verse 6. This was when we was our people. Verse 6. At the mouth of 2 witnesses or 3 witnesses shall he that is worthy of death be put to death. But at the mouth of 1 witness he shall not be put to death. Remember the script before, he say search diligently, inquire diligently. That means you gotta find witnesses. You feel what I'm saying? You yourself cannot stone this man for worshiping a false god if it's just a thought in your mind. You cannot stone him because of that. So you're gonna have to have 2 or 3 witnesses. Because even if he did the thing, he gotta have 2 or 3 witnesses. Then if it's worthy to be put to death, maybe. But at the mouth of 1 witness he shall not be put to death. So the Most High is showing some mercy to even the people who actually did the thing. If there's no witnesses, then you don't have to be obviously He's gonna let you live to put you to death or forgive you His own certain type of way, but He's not putting you into the hand of the Israelites, because if He would have put you into the hands of the Israelite, they would have had put you to death. You feel what I'm saying? If the 2 or 3 witnesses, the Israelites would have put you to death. It says, verse 7, the hands of the witnesses shall be first upon him to put him to death. The ones who caught him doing it, they're going to be the first ones to do it. And afterward, the hands of all the people. Then everybody going to jump him. It says, so thou shalt put the evil away from you. If there arise a matter too hard for thee in judgment, between blood and blood, it says if you trying to judge if Israelite is trying to judge the situation that's brought before them in like a court scenario, between plea and plea, and between stroke and stroke, between matters of controversy within thy gates, then shalt thou arise and get thee up into the place which the Lord thy God shall choose, and thou shalt come unto the priests the Levites, and unto the judge that shall be in those days, and inquire, and they shall show thee the sentence of judgment. So I mean, if you don't know how to handle the situation, something happened and you don't know what to do about it, bring the situation to the Levites and the judge, the priest. Bring the situation to them. And he says, go to Jerusalem. He says, go to Jerusalem. He said, the place which the Lord shall choose. Go to Jerusalem with this case, because you're going straight to where the law of the land is being certified. Like, this is the capital of the world. Let's keep going. Verse 10. And thou shalt do according to the sentence which they of that place which the Lord shall choose shall show thee, and thou shalt observe to do according to all that they inform thee. So you got to do what they tell you after you bring it to Jerusalem. According to the sentence of the law which they shall teach thee, and according to the judgments which they shall tell thee, thou shalt do. Thou shalt not decline from the sentence which they shall show thee to the right hand nor to the left. And the man that would do presumptuously, and will not hearken unto the priest that standeth to minister there before the Lord thy God, or unto the judge, even that man shall die, and thou shalt put away the evil from Israel. So if that means if someone come and get the judgment from Jerusalem and then buck on doing the judgment from Jerusalem, then you're supposed to kill them. You know what I'm saying? So this judgment from the priests is where, if you break it, if you get it straight from these priests and you break it, is worthy of death. If you get it straight from these priests or these judges, and you break it, is worthy of death. So breaking, that's crazy, right? You feel what I'm saying? That's crazy, right? But it's right here. Okay, it says this. And all the people shall hear and fear and do no more presumptuously. That means after they see it done, they're like, boy, I ain't doing that. You feel what I'm saying? Simple. Keep your life simple. Keep your life simple. Keep your life simple. Verse 14. When thou art come unto the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, and shall possess it, and shall dwell therein, and shall say, I will set a king over me, like as all the nations that are about me, thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy God shall choose. Or one from among your brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. So we got people out here voting for George Bush and all these white people. You're not supposed to vote for nobody to be over you that's not of your same race. Only your own brethren is supposed to be over you. This is what the script's saying. And we're not really supposed to be voting at all. Because Christ is our king. We don't need to vote for that. We have a king, and we shouldn't be voting for somebody to be ahead of Christ just because he's not here right now. But we know he is alive, or do we not? So we're going to be like, hallelujah. So we're going to go to verse 16. It says, but he shall not multiply horses to himself, nor cause the people to return to Egypt. Your leader should not cause your people to return to the house of bondage, to the end that he should multiply horses or sell you into slavery, basically. For as much as the Lord has said unto you, ye shall henceforth return no more that way. Egypt is not going to have, your people, your whole people, as slaves again in history, I believe. You know, no, they didn't. Egypt wasn't the oppressor. You know, they went to Egypt. They wasn't the oppressor. It says, neither shall he multiply wives to himself, that his heart turn not away. So there was no law, I believe, about multiple wives until this one popped up. Far as I understand. Far as I understand. Far as I understand. You know, if you know any script before Deuteronomy 17:17 about multiple wives, I say no multiple wives and show me. But it's saying a king. You know, a king not supposed to have multiple wives, or are you in some high regard, which like I'm trying to be in. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm trying to have just one wife, you know. And I don't see any script that say multiple wives is a sin. But then, you know, to keep your life simple. You feel what I'm saying? Keep your life. Okay, let me keep going. That's neither here nor there. Well, you can take it for some kind of understanding to get about me. And it says, neither shall he greatly multiply to himself silver or gold. He's not supposed to be in the king, be the king who just wants to get rich. Everything I do is about this money. You feel what I'm saying? You're not supposed to rule like that. 18. And it shall be when he sitteth upon the throne of his kingdom, that he shall write him a copy of this law in a book out of that which is before the priests of the Levites. So the kings had to write them like they had a book where they wrote laws. You feel what I'm saying? Before the priests, the laws from the priests. And it shall be with him, and he shall read therein all the days of his life. I guess something he write down. I guess he got to copy them, write them, and it shall be with him, and he shall read therein all the days of his life, that he may learn to fear the Lord his God, to keep all his words of this law and these statutes, to do them. So now then the kings had to, you know, write there. Now we just go buy a book. We pay for the written. We go buy a book. If you got the Bible in your house, if you got books in your house, scriptural books, then you got a copy. You it's like you gotten you a written copy of that was in that book, that law. So that's a good thing to have. It's showing that you some kind of kingly or royalty in a sense. If you keep these things, you feel what I'm saying, and do them and read in them. Verse 20. That his heart be not lifted up above his brethren, and that he turn not aside from the commandment to do to the right hand or to the left, to the end that he may prolong his days in his kingdom, he and his children in the midst of Israel. So if you do good, you prolong your days. And if this king would prolong his days, you feel what I'm saying? And as for his children also, he doing it for his children and his kingdom, his family. You know, so this means everybody under this king, they getting what this king get because of this king. So this king is the reason his kingdom will be a specific type of way. In the Apocrypha it says, as a king is, so are his people. So however the king is, that's how the people, the kingdom will reflect the king or complement the king. So if my house, if I had a household, well, let's say if you had a household, you know, well, let's say somebody had a household because you probably got a household, and it's probably different for what I'm about to say. Let's say somebody had a household. You know? It was this guy. He had the girl that liked him. He had like 6 kids. You feel what I'm saying? He had like 6 kids. Let's say he was like 50. And then one of his kids was 30, but the rest were certain ages below 25. And he was, you know, and it was like a family. He like worked in the field to supply the food for his family. And she kept the kids and stuff. And when the work is done, they get together as a family. And he was teaching the word of the Most High. His house would be like the kingdom. His house would be like the kingdom. And it says, as a man is, so is the people of his kingdom. So however this man, who they look to as the head, however he conduct himself, he's teaching them to conduct the same way. So we won't be like hallelujah when he say write them laws and read them and go buy them. You know? But hallelujah, shalom, shalom.